Greetings RC fans and welcome to another video from myself, RC Steve B, here in the Man Cave. And what a video have I got for you today. This is the first of two videos because at the weekend, the 11th to the 13th of July this year, 2025, it was the UK RC Truckers National Gathering at Newark Showground. Third one I've been to, and oh, what a weekend. We had a big contingent from UK RC Truck and Plant, really good turnout, really good trucks and things like that. We all got there on the Friday so that we could help to set up the yards. Now, three of our guys had got yards, Robin, Bob and Rex, but we all sort of chipped in and we added little bits to help them fill their yards and so forth and so on. And can I just say, I mean, I'm just going to take a little section here just to say a few thank yous, I think, because these thank yous are very, very well deserved. First of all, I want to say an absolutely enormous thank you from the bottom of my very shallow heart to the UK RC Truckers National Gathering team. You can see them here in this photograph. And I'm going to mention more about the guy that took that photograph in a moment. But they are an absolutely amazing bunch of people. There is a couple of guys that weren't in the photo, but that's, you know, so just to everybody that's there, if you weren't in the photo or if you weren't in the photo, thank you very, very much. I can't imagine the work that goes on to organise this. I know that they work all year round in advance of the show, so they'll probably have a couple of weeks off now and then they'll be starting on 2026. And a lot of people that go to the show don't actually realise that. They don't realise how much work goes into this show. And having spoke to a couple of the guys over the weekend, I have a little bit more of an appreciation to it. So on behalf of myself and everybody at UK RC Truck and Plant, and I'm going to say in everybody that went, thank you guys for all your work, and it is greatly, greatly appreciated. Secondly, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody from UK RC Truck and Plant for such a stunning weekend. It's been a long time since I've had a weekend where I had such little sleep, because when we weren't in the hall, we were all sat down, as you can see here, in our little huddle, having a laugh, and it was just absolutely amazing. And in fact, this photo that you're looking at now, and the one previously that you were looking at with the team, was taken by my good mate, Chris Toon. Now, Chris has a DJI drone. He's a very, very good pilot. And he said to me when we were having a natter one night, I wonder if they'd let me do a flight inside the exhibition hall, looking over the layout. Well, take a look at this. This we did about 10 past 5, I think it was. Oh no, it might have been after the evening run, actually, on the Saturday. Yeah, I think this one was taken after the evening run on the Saturday. We had a word with the organisers, told them about Chris and could he do a drone flight, and they said, oh yeah, that's a good idea. The only thing is we'll have to wait until everybody's out of the yard, out of the exhibition hall, because of health and safety reasons. You know, apparently it's bad for business if people have tops of their heads cut off and things like that. But yeah, health and safety gone mad if you ask me. But they agreed, we agreed. So as soon as everybody was out the hall, we went in there, myself and Chris and a couple of the organisers. I think Robin was with us as well. And as you you can see, Chris did an absolutely stonking job. So a big thank you to Chris Toon for that. And my final thank you before I get going is to everybody that stopped to say hello to me over the weekend. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me. A few people came up and said how much they enjoyed the videos, and I really, really do appreciate it. It was great to meet you. I'm sure I've made some new friends, and it was also great to meet some old friends there as well, which I probably only get to see once a year at the national meet. Know them online, but face to face we only get to meet once a year. So that was absolutely lovely as well. Thank you very much for that. Now, oh yes, that was it. That was what I said. Yes. So this video is going to be of the Saturday, and then the part 2 of this video, or part 2 of this session, will be the evening run and the Sunday run. So that's enough of me waffling on for 5 hours 52 minutes, 5 minutes 52 seconds. Feels like 5 hours. So I'm going to shut my big massive cake hole now, and let's get on to some absolutely stonking trucks and a stonking event with some absolutely brilliant people. So until you see, that was what it was. Yes. I got a credit link all prepared for this. A couple of people said that they didn't subscribe to my YouTube channel. In fact, they didn't subscribe to any YouTube channel because they were under the mistaken impression that if you subscribed, YouTube would charge you. No. It's not like Netflix, Paramount, or Disney Plus, although other streaming services are available. YouTube is free to subscribe. You don't pay a penny. The only time that you pay on YouTube is if you get YouTube Premium. Okay, so do yourself a favor and do me a favor. Hit that subscribe, like, and bell buttons. And that way you won't miss any of my future uploads, and you also won't miss part 2 of this video collection of the weekend, because if you do, you will be missing a treat. That is definitely it from me now. I've said enough. I'm going to let the trucks and the event do the rest of the talking. I will see you in the next video, and until then, thank you very much for watching, guys, and happy RCing. See you later. Chris. Come on, Stan. There you are. What's going off? You know, that's a pretty nice truck that is. I'd love a truck like that, mate.
know, I've seen that so many times and I still find it spooky. That's all right, mate. That's all right, I missed that bit on the video, so we'll be... Keep going on videoing. there, is that right? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. How you keeping? Good. Coward! Yeah, I don't see you for ages, then two come along at once. Cheers, mate. Thank you. appreciated. I'll let you go past me, mate.
I know what makes you think that.
Hand of God.
Stop after the smoke now.
There you go, you can see his fan. I was that nervous.
Yes!
Hey, there you go.
Get some batteries that charged up now.